With V-Guard Inverters, enjoy seamless backup every time. In this video, let's go through the right steps and safety checks for a smooth installation. This video is meant only for trained technicians and dealers, not for customers. And installation should only be done by authorized V-Guard personnel. Do not attempt self-installation. Before we begin with the installation process, let's go through some essential pre-installation checks and safety precautions. Start by calculating the total power load that will be connected to the inverter. Add up the wattage of all appliances that will be connected, like lights, fans, TVs, and routers. For example, if you plan to run 2 fans, 75 watts each, 4 lights, 15 watts each, 1 TV, 100 watts, and 1 Wi-Fi router, 20 watts, that's a total load of 330 watts. Ensure that the inverter can handle the connected load, which should not exceed 75% of its rated capacity. Avoid connecting entire home circuit and heavy load appliances to your inverter. If the load is higher, reduce the number of appliances. V-Guard offers a wide range of battery options to meet all your backup time requirements. Ensure that the battery you plan to use is compatible with the inverter's voltage and capacity requirements. Inspect the battery to verify the voltage and ensure all terminals are clean, properly tightened, and free of corrosion. Next, select the right installation area. The area should be clean, dry, and well ventilated, away from direct sunlight or water sources. Maintain at least 50 centimeters of free space around the inverter for proper airflow. This helps prevent overheating. Never install the inverter directly above battery as it can cause fire and warranty void issues. Do not open the inverter cabinet or tamper with the warranty seal. Use the correct wire gauge for all household circuits from the EB supply to the MCB, isolator, and inverter to ensure safe current flow and prevent overheating. Always use original V-Guard cables and accessories for best performance and safety. And remember, wear protective gear like gloves and eye protection while working. Remove the main socket, check for transit damage, and ensure the output socket is free before installation. Now, let's begin the installation. Before starting any wiring or connection, switch off the main supply completely. Now go for battery connection steps. Step 1. Place the inverter and battery on a steady battery trolley in the desired location. Never keep the inverter directly on the batteries. Step 2. Before connecting the battery, select the correct battery type. TUB for tubular, FP for flat plate, and local for unbranded batteries. This ensures proper charging and longer battery life. Step 3. Ensure the battery voltage meets the required specification. Step 4. Connect the inverter battery cables to the battery terminals. Ensure the terminals are tight, check the battery voltage, and confirm the polarity is correct. Step 5. During battery connection, all LEDs on inverter should blink. Step 6. Check the cooling fan operation. The fan will turn on and off during battery connection. Step 7. After tightening the battery, apply battery gel. Step 8. Ensure the battery wires are loose enough while placing the inverter to avoid cable tension. Step 9. Switch on the inverter and check that the backup LED is steady. Step 10. Check the inverter output voltage. Now let's set up the installation of mains. Step 11. Switch off the inverter and ensure the main supply is off before proceeding. Step 12. Check the site's input wiring. Use supply directly from the MCB or isolator. Avoid ELCB or RCCB. Verify proper earthing. Step 13. Switch on the main power supply and mains power socket. Check mains and earth voltage, ensure correct phase neutral polarity, and turn off the main supply. Step 14. Connect the inverter input power cord to the input socket. Step 15. Switch on the main power supply. Step 16. Check if mains is entering the inverter. Mains LED should glow. Step 17. Verify that the battery is charging. The charging LED should blink. Step 18. Switch on the inverter. Step 19. Check the changeover operation from mains to backup and backup to mains. If all parameters are correct, proceed to connect the output wiring. Step 20. Switch off the main supply and the inverter, then connect the output socket wiring to the inverter. Step 21. Switch on the inverter, check the backup working condition and indications, and verify the load connected to the inverter output. Step 22. Ensure the cooling fan is functioning properly under load and that the connected load is less than 75% of the inverter's capacity. Step 23. Perform final confirmation of inverter operation and ensure both the mains and inverter switches are on before leaving the site. Even with proper setup, you may sometimes face small issues. Here's a quick guide for troubleshooting common problems. No display in mains mode? Check if the RCB or MCB has tripped. Reset it and ensure mains power supply is available. If the issue persists, inspect the wiring connections. No display in backup mode? The battery may be weak or the load may be too high. Check the battery voltage and connections. Recharge or replace the battery if needed and reduce the load within inverter capacity. Fluctuating output? This could be due to unstable input voltage or loose connections. Verify input voltage stability, tighten connections, and ensure the inverter is properly earthed. Overheating? This usually happens due to overloading or poor ventilation. Reduce the connected load, improve airflow around the inverter, and check that the fan is working properly. All LEDs blinking? The inverter might be overloaded or its fan may not be working. Disconnect extra load, check if the fan is running, and restart the inverter once it cools down. Burning smell or smoke? Immediately switch off the inverter, disconnect the battery, and contact the V-Guard service team for assistance. Do not attempt to restart or open the unit. After completing the installation, take a few minutes to educate the customer about simple maintenance practices that keep the inverter performing efficiently for years. Explain that the battery water level should be checked once every 3 months to maintain proper performance. If the level is low, guide them to use only distilled water for topping up, never raw water. Advise the customer to keep the battery terminals clean and tight. If there's corrosion, it should be cleaned gently with a dry cloth. Remind them to ensure the inverter has good airflow and is not exposed to direct sunlight or heat. Instruct the customer to keep track of battery service dates and replace the battery when they notice a drop in backup or performance. Also inform the customer to switch off the inverter during lightning, heavy rain, or flood-like situations to avoid electrical hazards and protect the system. By guiding customers on these simple steps, technicians help ensure reliable performance and long-lasting power. The V-Guard way.